everybody, and welcome to Poindexter Spoiled Reviews. Little something different. Usually we're called Spoiled, but we're changing it up a little bit, and we're going to have an announcement here in the next couple of days, probably the first of next week, so look forward to that. But Tiffany, what are we here to talk about tonight?
Little thing with, maybe some dinosaurs or, something along those lines.
Dinosaurs?
Yeah.
But those don't exist anymore, Tiffany.
Well, apparently they do in cinema.
Oh, well, they do, and they're back.
And they have a fallen kingdom.
And they're bad. Oh my goodness. Okay, so guys, my name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and with me as always is the lovely
Tiff-tastic or Grand Tiff Tarkin.
We got to come up with like Jurassic Park names, right? I don't know.
Velocitifster.
Velocitifster. There you go. And hey, I don't have any Jurassic Park memorabilia, as it were, so...
I actually do. I remember a toy from the 90s that had those rubber dinosaurs, and there was actually a chunk that would come out when another dinosaur would eat them, and yep, me and my brother had those, so...
Where are they now? We could put them on our desk.
I think he may have had them, or I'm not sure yet. I have the He-Mans.
This is all I got. I got a Jaws shark, and I got a dewback with a stormtrooper and a rancor. And, BB-8. For no reason. That's right. Because we can. All right, guys, so we're going to jump into this real quick. First of all, this will be a non-spoiler review. Just want to put that out there. We just want to talk about the movie because we just saw it. We literally just got home, and we're really excited to share this with you. So, Tiffany.
So much.
Share with us your first thoughts of this movie.
It's hard to share my thoughts without having spoilers, so in a non-spoilery way, I would say that it's very interesting, new and old information, which they gelled together nicely, and a lot that they can pull from this movie. And it's very, very cool, very interesting. I like to see where they go with this.
Yeah. So I tell you what, I loved the first Jurassic Park movie. Mm-hmm. The second one I did not enjoy. I fell asleep. I tried watching it like 4 or 5 times back in the day. And but I remember going to see that first Jurassic Park movie, and it blew my mind. And the third Jurassic Park movie was better than the second one to me, but it was just kind of there. Jurassic World brought back that spark
excitement
for me, right? And so this
it
movie...
helps that we love Chris Pratt, too.
Yes, but this movie just continues that vein.
Yes.
And so I really enjoyed this movie. I thought literally about 5 to 10 minutes into this movie, I was watching this movie going, you know what, this is a really good movie. Mm-hmm. I loved the pacing of this movie. I didn't think... There was one part in the middle where things start to happen, and and I'll tell you, I'll say this to you so you know what I'm talking about, and you'll catch on it later. But when there's a gathering of people and things are being done in a certain way, they started to lose me a little bit during those scenes.
Where that happened.
And I was kind of like, oh, come on. But you know what? It rebounded right away.
Yep.
That part
didn't stay there long.
No, it did not lag. It kicked right back into gear, brought me right back into the movie, and I enjoyed it. And,
I did too.
And I rode that roller coaster right to the very end. So.
Yes.
So I'll just say, I'll go first. You already alluded to it. Chris Pratt.
And you gotta love the cameo from Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Jeff Goldblum crackers. Yes. Hey, Chris Pratt, to me, is just amazing.
I think you have a little bit of a man crush.
I do. I've got a little bit of a man crush. In fact, a few years ago, they talked about Chris Pratt possibly taking over Indiana Jones, the character of Indiana Jones, and I really don't want to see him be Indiana Jones. And you even mentioned like Han Solo over there, but I don't see him that way. He doesn't have the right face for that. But
yet he dresses like him when he's training Blue. You know, in the first one. And
but I did think this. While I was watching it, I did, because there's this one part that's kind of Indiana Jones-esque, and I remember watching it, and I thought...
there's a lot of action in this movie.
And I leaned to you, and I leaned over to my son Landon, and I said, you know what? I wish that he had been Mutt in Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
Yes, because that would have made more sense, and they could have continued that on.
Well, because obviously we're not going to get any more Shia LaBeouf, and thank the Lord for that.
God.
But if it had been Chris Pratt, and I know Chris Pratt wasn't as prevalent then,
Yes.
but if that had been Chris Pratt, by now with this next Indiana Jones movie, you could have included him, and then you could have spun off.
Yeah.
And
But who's to say that he couldn't have carried the torch and he couldn't like just step in and be like the role of Mutt is going to be played?
Yeah,
by-
well, it could
They
still
could
happen
do
because
that.
Mutt could age, and I would be fine with that.
Yes.
Hollywood, you hear me?
Chris Pratt needs to play Mutt.
Yes, yes. Okay, so Chris Pratt was great. I never
Bryce
remember
Dallas Howard.
I remembered the Bryce Dallas part, and I knew the
She's
Howard.
a Howard.
She's a Howard.
She got the red hair.
Yeah, she does.
And she didn't have to scream run.
But she did.
She
said
said
it.
it, but
She
she
said
didn't
it.
scream it like
No.
the first one.
But hey,
so it
but
was a callback.
She was great in this movie
Yes.
too. She was not annoying in this movie.
No.
She was fun.
She was actually kind of kick butt, especially there was that
Yeah.
one scene in holding the gun. No,
Oh.
it won't give anything away, but you're gonna see it and be like, oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, it was really
it was
good.
BA.
They did some different things with the dinosaurs in this movie.
Yes.
For
Would you think
sure.
after all these movies, how can you possibly change that? And they brought it up another level.
But you know, it's funny because even with the new
and
things,
connect you with Blue.
yes, well, even the new things that they did with the dinosaurs in this movie,
Mhm.
it's still kind of the same story every time.
Well,
and I
yeah,
was
you
talking to my
have
friend
to.
Jordan. Hey, Jordan, I'm giving you a shout out. I was talking with Jordan about it today, and we were talking about it, and he says it's the same story every time, right? Like
That's what Jurassic Park is.
You make dinosaurs, you,
You mess up.
you mess with nature, and it's Jeff
Nature
Goldblum
bites
all
back.
over again, man. Life finds a way, and this movie does what we only feared in the first movie.
Without giving anything away, I
Yeah.
remembered sitting in the theater just minutes ago, and sitting there at the end and just like, what do they do?
Yeah,
I can't even. I can't.
Yeah, I mean, because there's definitely more story to be told here. Now, whether or not they bring back Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt, I don't know.
One of the phrases they used in there, I think they kind of set that up to be able to.
Yeah, I'm blown away. Like, I sat there going, what? You got to be kidding me. And there's another twist that you called.
Yes.
There's another certain twist that, man, is a
We'll
natural
tell you
progression.
in the spoilers where I called it, but I
Yes.
can't say or give
Yes,
a lot
but
away.
there's a
so you
natural
need to go see the movie.
There's a natural progression with this movie. And that's what I like, because these last two movies, even though that they're self-contained and they are what they are, I like how they've expanded the universe
Yes.
of Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And made it and just
And even showing the little nuances from the old ones, little bits sprinkled in here and there. I love that in both Jurassic World and the Fallen Kingdom.
yeah, it makes me
It's nostalgic and cool.
So
and
I guess there is one thing, if I had to pick something negative about the movie, is in the last 3 movies that we've gotten, because the first one was all about T-Rex.
Yep.
And I love T-Rex. T-Rex is always the star of the show. You can't take that away from T-Rex. He's awesome.
Got the little
She's
baby
awesome,
arms.
whatever it is. But these last 3 movies, it's been all about what? New dinosaur.
Yeah.
And
The
that
dude from Gotham who has to put them together.
yeah, so that's the one thing that I could say that if there was any
Because they're
negative,
not learning.
yeah, because they're not learning, and these scientists keep meshing. Hey, let's throw this
I'm
and
okay.
this together, and
I can fix it.
yeah, and so it just doesn't work. But hey, Tiffany, just for
Enoch.
sake of time, because we got another spoiler review to do. On a scale of 1 to 5, what do you give it?
I'd have to say about a 4.5. Only because of things that I can't tell you, for things that cannot be named.
Yes. I'm going to say a 4, only because of the 2 negative things that I said.
That you'll find later.
Of the dinosaur stuff, and then in the middle where it just kind of lagged for a minute for me. But man, it's a strong 4. I guess that'd be an 8 on a scale of 10. So it's got to be a little bit over. So like 4.25, and a strong 4.25 pulling up the rear. So hey, that is our spoiler.
It's hard to do
free.
a non-spoiler review when you're so excited about something and you want to say it so badly.
So badly.
But you guys need to go see it.
Yes.
Then we can talk.
I will just
Down
say,
here in the comments.
go see Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. It's a good movie. You'll have fun.
How nostalgic were you
Yeah.
when they finally went back and you're just looking and you're just like,
See, that's how I felt though in the last Jurassic World
Yeah.
when they showed the original Jurassic Park stuff.
yep.
Man, I was
It just
like,
tugs at your heartstrings.
Yeah.
It's just weird how a dinosaur movie can do that to you.
and Jeff Goldblum tying it all up.
Yes.
Way to go, way to go. And I'll tell you what, this movie right here, whatever fears or whatever concerns you would have
They
about
brought
a dinosaur,
that to
dinosaurs in the
Mm.
modern world, fears. Yeah, that's what's going on, folks. I tell you what, I'm scared to see what happens next in the next chapter
Yes.
of Jurassic World, and thankful that I don't live in that world.
Because they messed up.
All right, guys. Well, hey, for the Poindexter Lounge, I am Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and along with me is the lovely.
Velocitip Rapster.
Yes. Until next time, we'll see you later, and run!